This is the skeletal system.
This one is for humans.
And this one is a goat.
This is the inside of a bone. These are the different kinds of bones.
This is the articular cartilage.
Articular cartilage is connective tissue covering the ends of bones that functions as a load-bearing, low-friction, and wear-resistant surface to facilitate joint movement.
And this is red bone marrow.
Red bone marrow is a kind of bone marrow that contains hematopoietic stem cells, which are the cells that make blood cells.
This is the epiphyseal line.
An epiphyseal line is an epiphyseal plate that has become ossified. The process of it forming from an epiphyseal plate is named epiphyseal closure.
This is the marrow cavity.
The marrow cavity is the central cavity of bone shafts where red bone marrow and/or yellow bone marrow is stored.
This is yellow bone marrow.
Yellow bone marrow contains mesenchymal stem cells, marrow stromal cells, which produce cartilage, fat, and bone. Yellow bone marrow also aids in the storage of fats and cells called adipocytes. This helps maintain the right environment and provides the sustenance that bones need to function.
These are sesamoid bones.
A sesamoid bone is a bone embedded within a tendon or muscle, like a kneecap.
These are irregular bones.
Irregular bones serve various purposes in the body, such as protection of nervous tissue, affording multiple anchor points for skeletal muscle attachment, and maintaining pharynx and trachea support and tongue attachment. The irregular bone helps protect the internal organs.
These are flat bones.
Flat bone's principal function is either extensive protection or the provision of broad surfaces for muscular attachment, like the cranium.
These are long bones.
Long bones are hard, dense bones that provide strength, structure, and mobility. The thigh bone is a long bone. A long bone has a shaft and two ends. Some bones in the fingers are classified as long bones, even though they are short in length.
And these are short bones.
Short bones are cube-shaped, located in the wrist and ankle joints. Short bones provide stability and some movement.
These are sutural bones. Sutural bones are small, irregular bones found along the sutures of the cranium, particularly related to the pectoral bone. This is a horse's skeletal system. The skeletal system of the horse has three major functions in the body. It protects vital organs, provides framework, and supports soft parts of the body. As you can see here with my cat, this is what his skeleton looks like.
This is what a rabbit's skeletal system looks like.
And this is what a goat skeleton looks like.
Hello, and welcome to Viral Ed. Please don't forget to chuck us a like on the video below and subscribe for more videos in the future. Today we are going to learn about the skeletal system. We're going to look at what it is, How many bones do we have in our body? And what are the functions of the skeletal system? Let's start off with what is the skeletal system. The skeletal system is comprised of bones and joints. The bones provide the majority of strength, support, and help in a variety of bodily functions, as you'll discover later in the video. The joints. There are around 100 joints in the human skeleton, which enable the skeleton to move through multiple ranges of movement. Just think, without these joints, we would be statues, unable to move. An example of a joint is your elbow joint, which is where your humerus connects to your ulnar and radius bones in your forearm. How many bones do we have? The typical human has 206 bones in their body. However, this isn't always the case. At birth, you are born with 300 bones. I know you're probably thinking, how do we lose bones? Where are these bones going? Well, when you're born, there is many bones such as a skull that haven't fully developed yet. This delayed fusion allows your brain to grow until the bones fuse at around 2 years of age. Skeletal system functions. There are 4 main functions of the skeletal system which help the body in their own unique ways. Protection. The skeleton protects our delicate organs, preventing them from undergoing any harm. Some examples of these are the skull, which protects the brain, rib cage, which protects the heart and lungs, and finally the spinal column, which protects the spinal cord. Shape and support. The skeleton is the body's framework, holding our vital organs in place, not allowing them to move freely around our body. Without the skeleton, we would not have a posture, and therefore look like a big blob, making movement really hard. Which leads into the next function, movement. Bones are the attachment sites for muscles. Without the muscles attaching to the bones, we would be unable to move. When you look at your arm, for example, muscles such as biceps and triceps are the reason your forearm is able to flex and extend. Also, we talked about before joints, which allow the bones a wide range of movement, and without joints, the shoulder or hip wouldn't be able to move as freely as it does. Blood production. Red and white blood cells are produced in the bone marrow, in either your humerus, femur, or ribs. These blood cells have many responsibilities within the body. Red blood cells consist of hemoglobin, which carries oxygen around the body and to the muscles. White blood cells are a vital part of your immune system, detecting and dealing with infections. An overview. What is it? The skeletal system is comprised of bones, which are responsible for the strength, and joints, which help with the range of movement. How many bones do we have? You have 206 bones during adulthood and 300 bones at birth. Because, like we said before, your bones haven't fully fused together yet. Skeletal system functions. You have protection, protecting your vital organs. Shape and support. The skeleton is the body's framework, holding your vital organs in place. Movement. Bones are the attachment sites for muscles. Without the muscles attaching to bones, we'd be unable to move. And blood production. Red and white blood cells are produced in bone marrow.